My first impression is it was the association with Timnas. When I joined Timnas, they just moved to the new sponsor Mills. And when I arrived, I really liked the t-shirts. I remember before I got naturalized, I wanted the jersey. And we just launched a new jersey with Mills. And I asked them, and I remember I texted Mills like, hey, can you send me a jersey with my name? And this was my first impression. Super nice people, always helpful. Then actually I got to the national team, started playing and started wearing the jersey. And I remember saying with my teammates at that time, like, hey, the quality is actually really good. Like, the products are super nice, you know, red and white. I loved it. After that, more things happened where we are today, Marc Klok with Mills. But I would say the first impression and the first association I had with Mills was purely at Timnas. What do I know about Mills? I know that the people behind the brand are super ambitious, super helpful. They always look for growth. They always look for ways to get better, to improve the brand. As you all know, they started with apparel. They started with t-shirts, jerseys, and now they are improving and expanding the brand into lifestyle, into football, into shoes. So for me, that's a super interesting part, because when you move your brand strategy from just apparel into a wider range, into more products, into shoes, it takes a lot of expertise and it takes a lot of people to handle. It's a different marketing, it's a different strategy, it's different manufacturers. So yeah, that's what I know about Mills, and I'm super happy and proud to be part of this journey in expanding the brand and to make growth possible. Because first of all, I was a Timnas player. They were sponsor of the national team. Secondly, because they have the same ambition as me. What is that ambition? Is to always grow and find ways to be better, find ways to go to that next level of performance. So as a brand, they had that, and me as a player, I have that. Third, I would say it's the people behind the brand, which really supported me and I would say give me the interest to make new things possible. As a player or as a person, I'm always looking for ways to create, and Mills gave me that opportunity to say, okay, Marc, come on board, create, help us, and this inspired me to sign with them. So our first collaboration, when we came together, we sit down and say, okay, I will come to Mills, contracts and everything, we're ready, we're sorted. But what is actually the meaning and purpose behind our collection? Because for me, storytelling is super important. I mean, I can create, I can design shoes, I can say what I like, I can say what I feel, where I feel good in. But the most important part when you wear the product, when you want to sell the product, is the story behind the product. We chose for Destined for Greatness is because, what I said and mentioned before, we both had that ambition to grow. If you translate growth and you break it down, in the end of the road there is greatness, because we are looking greatness in life, and when we grow, eventually we will reach that level of greatness within. So when we go on that journey of growth, there are two things which came to mind. First of all, I'm a football player. People are always looking at me as the football player. But I also know that people look to me as someone more than just football. They know that I'm busy off the pitch. They know that I'm creative off the pitch. They know that I like to inspire off the pitch. And for me, this collaboration was also part of, okay, I don't just wear the football product, but I want to tell a story which is more than just football. I want to tell a story about myself, which is me, you know, the designer, the creator, the businessman of the pitch. So when we talk about Destined for Greatness, this is my definition of this Destined for Greatness. The other thing is, when we go on that journey, there are a lot of opinions from fans, from in the industry, outside the industry, from clubs, whatever. And I always say to myself that whatever you go on, whatever you believe in, whatever values you have in life, stay close to those values, because in the end of the day you have to make growth possible, and whatever opinion arises, don't let those opinions define you. And yeah, that's the story behind Destined for Greatness. So I will take you through the process of start to finish when we launch a collection. First of all, we sit together and we ask each other, what kind of products do we want to bring on the market, and what kind of products am I comfortable with wearing? So we make a selection based on personal needs and based by the audience. Second of all, we pick the colors. We gotta decide which colors we gotta bring, what kind of collection, what kind of vibe does it has to highlight. Third of all, we're gonna pick a subject where the design is based on. So for this collection, what I said, we choose this Destined for Greatness. It has to be storytelling, and every item also you see back the quote we designed in the shoes, back on the t-shirt, because we're telling a story. So when we design, we not just design on, oh, this is what I like, but we design based on what message we want to bring across. Fourth, we're gonna sit together and speak about the fit. So I like a little bit oversized fit in terms of lifestyle collection. Football-wise and sportive-wise, I like a slim kind of wear and fit. All those kind of elements we bring into the design process. After step 4, we're gonna go into step 5 is, okay, where's the logo placement? Where is the quote placement? Is the look and feel of the product itself? Well, we decided that we move on to the sampling, because we have to see how does it look in real life? How is the fitting based on me? So in this kind of process, the team is sending me the products, the first batch of the sample, what we created from paper into realization. And in that moment, I can give feedback. I can give feedback on the shoes, on the fitting, on the products. We sit down together again and make adjustments. Maybe some things in real life doesn't look as good as on the paper. In all those steps, I am involved from number 1 to number 7. So I think that's a little bit the journey of Marc as creative director.